against the Seahawks. This one is going to be fascinating from so many different angles. Lindsey Theory is in LA ahead of this one. And Lindsey, what are the Rams saying about keeping the Stafford hot streak going?
Oh, they want to keep it going, Laura, because Matthew Stafford is making history right now. 3 straight games with 4+ touchdowns and no interceptions. He's the first quarterback to do it in NFL history. And Sean McVay says he's doing it because he's excelling in so many different areas. It's his overall command and confidence. It's his ability to get so many different playmakers involved. Get this, in that win over the 49ers, 9 different players were targeted. 8 of them caught passes. 5 different guys scored a touchdown. And then it's the way that Matthew Stafford's getting through his progressions and what he's doing with the football. He's distributing it where it needs to go. In the locker room, you hinted at it, but receiver Puka Nacua tells me that Stafford's on a heater. He says this guy could walk on water right now. Tight end Tyler Higbee tells me that Stafford's play is elevating everyone around him, and they are all feeling it, as exemplified by that little shimmy shake that Stafford gave on that 6th touchdown drive. McVay saying it was unscripted, it was authentic, and it is something that they certainly want to see, Laura, on Sunday when they face the Seahawks. And one more note, somebody they would love to see out there for them when they face the Seahawks, receiver Davante Adams. He left Sunday's game with an oblique issue. They said if they really needed him to, that he could have returned, but we will see here in about 90 minutes when practice starts what Adams' status is, at least for this Wednesday, as they get ready for this division matchup.
All right, we'll keep an eye on that, certainly, as that news come down. And listen, anytime there's a shimmy entering the conversation, it's always a good thing. It means things are on fire. Thanks to Lindsey for the latest there from LA. We'll check back in with you as we get closer to this game. This game does have huge ramifications on the NFC West title, according to ESPN Analytics. The Rams currently have a 53% chance to win the division. That would jump to 70% with a win and falls to 29% with a loss. That's just how much this game matters. Los Angeles currently a 3.5-point favorite at ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Phil, what are you watching in this one?
These two teams have some dissimilarities on offense, but they also have some similarities on offense. And I think specifically one thing that stands out to me in watching them is that their personnel is not really a tell. Sometimes you see a team bring 3 tight ends on the field and you're thinking to yourself, mash unit time. They're trying to grind out some yards on the ground. Matthew Stafford could have 3 tight ends on the field and throw the ball 15 straight times. The Seahawks might get on the field and have 2 backs, and you're thinking to yourself, here's a run set. Robbie Oots, their fullback, who's back now from injury. Run, run, run. No, play action pass. Shots down the field to Jackson Smith-Njigba, the hottest receiver in the NFL this season. It really puts defenses in the bind. What are you going to do when there's 13 personnel? Forever, we play base defense. And the Rams might say, all right, base defense, we'll find ways to take advantage of some of your linebackers in coverage against the pass. So they're both very adaptable to offensive play callers that are doing this at a higher level than most of the NFL right now.
Matt Stafford is playing lights out, like some of the best football of his career. And one area where he's truly excelling is that +5, +10 yard line. Of his 25 touchdown passes, 16 of them have come inside the 10, and 10 of them have come inside the 5. So really, they just line it up. And if the defense commits to stopping the run, and Davante Adams is one-on-one, it's literally Davante left, Davante right, because he's so good off the line, and Matt is so good at placing the ball. In the last 3 games, these two have had 6 touchdowns that were from the 4-yard line and in, right? So not a lot of yards there. It's not like a super complex throw, but he's dialed in with his ability and his efficiency in that part of the field.
I bet you the Rams are stoked that he's their quarterback. Like, very grateful that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
16 touchdowns, 10 yards and in.
It's a big
like basically the goal line version of a pass.
You guys, does anything make Dan smile more than like Matthew Stafford being on a heater?
This is good.
Dan cannot even
little
take
pep
the
in your
smile off
step
his
today.
A car that functions.
That would be nice too.
By the way, news alert, Dan's car broke down today. We thought he wasn't going to make it to the show. And
found a way.
And just because he has the same tenacity as Matthew Stafford, he found a way.
Yeah, that's it. That's the only thing we have in common. This is, I don't know if I've looked forward to a game this year.
Number one.
As much as I'm looking forward to watching this game. Quarterbacks go underneath the center. I believe in that right now.
Yeah.
Multiple tight ends on the field. I believe in that right now. Using the keeper game, the bootleg game for your quarterbacks. I believe in that right now. Here's the thing. Stafford's 37. He turns 38 the day before the Super Bowl this year. Okay? Wow. He will turn 38 the day before. Number 1 quarterback in the NFL when it comes to completions outside on bootlegs at 37, almost 38 years old. Yeah. 5th in the NFL in yards, number 1 in touchdowns. That's when you take a step back and go, a 37-year-old quarterback who had this offseason a back issue
Right.
and missed time because of it.
We were questioning how he would even have enough ability to play the season
Is
during the
being
offseason.
used in bootlegs and
Yeah.
keepers
Beautiful.
and rollouts more than any quarterback in football.
You know,
what does that tell you right now, NFL world? Like that's.
Yeah.
He's healthy and he's
Yeah.
nimble and he's still
But both
somehow
of them will
getting
do
it done. Yeah.
Seattle do it with Sam
Yeah.
as well. Like there's mirror images almost of each other.
There's a term that people hate sometimes, arm talent in football. They say, what is it? You know, I want a quarterback that can play. I don't care about arm talent. I agree to a degree. But these two guys on Sunday have about as much arm talent, at least what they have shown so far this season, because they don't just throw that ball. They are throwing that thing exactly where it's supposed to be,
gorgeous.
with the exact pace it's supposed to be thrown with, too.
Dan, how are you getting home? We haven't figured this part out yet. How'd you get here? How do you get
I think
home?
we're gonna flip the coin.
Are you Ubering?
In the NFL, there's no such thing as your car breaking down. You
I
know
got.
that.
I have my mother.
You can never call your coach and
You
be like,
are
my car
driving your
broke
mom's
down.
car.
42.
As much as they pay NFL players, you can't call and say my car is broken down.
this-
And I would say, Dan, we're going to say the same thing to you. You better have gotten here on time.
I was here. Here I am.
That's all that
No,
counts.
we thought he was going to be on the
I need a
IR
new car,
today.
man.
You're gonna find
I
me.
need
Yeah.
a new car.
Dan,
Oh,
the
man. Is this
fact
all a
that
ploy for a
You
car
got a
deal?
free one?
Is this all a ploy for a car deal?
I don't wanna
Is
spend
that what
money
this
on
whole
a
setup
car.
is?
he doesn't
not
want to
wanna
spend
spend
money on
money.
it. This is a very true thing. But
That's
this is the most
crazy.
Dan
We're
story
pawns.
ever, that at 42 years old, he's having to drive his mom's car to work and drive his mom's
Not
car
gonna cost
home.
me
Shout
anything.
out to
Your
your
mom driving
If
you
you
to
get a
work.
car deal off of this,
Oh, my God.
I'm
All
going
right,
home.
let's
Joke's
bring
on
in
us.
Adam Schefter. Some more top stories, starting with some quarterback news in Baltimore. Where, Adam?
Laura, Lamar Jackson did not practice today due to what the Ravens are calling knee soreness right now. They do think that he'll be back tomorrow, but we'll obviously be paying close attention to that to see if he is, in fact, out there tomorrow. Always a Lamar watch whenever he's not practicing, but he came out of the last game with a sore knee, and they still are hopeful that he'll be able to play Sunday against the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, a rare sighting at Buccaneers practice today. Both Bucky Irving, the running back, and wide receiver Chris Godwin back at practice in limited capacity. Still sounds like a long shot that Bucky Irving will be ready to play on Sunday against Buffalo. He's been out so long, the team needs to ramp him back up, and today looks like it was the start of it. Meanwhile, the Arizona Cardinals will not have Marvin Harrison on Sunday and maybe well beyond. He underwent surgery for appendicitis. He's out for at least this week, and he is not the only receiver out of the lineup. Zay Jones tore his Achilles on Sunday against the Seattle Seahawks. A big loss there for the Cardinals and for Zay Jones personally. So 2 receivers down for Sunday's game against the 49ers. And earlier today, the Eagles placed Jair Alexander on the reserve retired list, got traded to Philadelphia, did not make the trip to Green Bay this past week. Obviously was wrestling with some issues. Doesn't feel like he's ready to play physically or mentally. And in the interim, the Eagles have placed him on the reserve retire list without him playing it down this season for the Philadelphia Eagles after that trade from Baltimore last week.
Okay, so all this news matters a lot right now, but it also really matters on Sunday, and that's where Adam continues to keep you updated. The Week 11 NFL Sunday Countdown comes your way at 10 Eastern with Shefty and that Countdown crew on ESPN, the all-new ESPN app. All the latest on the injuries, actives, inactives. Adam brings it all to you, the early breaking stories and previews of each game right up until kickoff. Don't miss that, and thanks to Adam for the latest here. Now coming up, Hawks calling this one a work of art. Great release, great patience.